Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about the perfect eyeshadow palettes for fall time. These are going to be palettes that I think will go just fine for the fall. These will get you prepared for the fall, keep you in the fall, and all of the above. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit the post notifications so you are notified anytime I upload, so you don't miss an upload. Yeah, so with that, if you would like to see what my fall eyeshadow picks are, then just keep on watching. Alright, so to start off this fall eyeshadows for 2021, we're going to start off with the Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette in caramel brown. This is actually one of my favorite palettes for fall time. It is just so fiery, so golden, so warm. This is something that you can take with you on the go and create a few different looks. This is a palette that I feel like will suit almost any skin tone. I feel like if you're a little bit fairer, these might go a little bit deeper on you. However, it will be perfect for fall time. So if you're looking for something that you can just throw in your bag, throw in your purse, doesn't hold a lot of space, definitely check out this Huda palette, the caramel brown, and I think you will not be disappointed. She also has a few others that I think are really good for fall time too, but this is definitely along the lines of super warm and just magnificent. Alright, also staying along the lines of warm, we're going to talk about Miss Natasha Denona, and this is the Sunrise palette. This one is definitely well loved, as you can see. This is perfect for fall time as well, even summertime, but I feel like it's like borderline summertime, takes you right into fall time. It has the warm golden tones. It also has some of like the reddish tints where you can warm up shadows, just kind of give you like a very pretty warm fall eye. The golds are extremely warm. You have this one that is very gorgeous. It just looks like this. So she has a lot of different colors in this palette, and they do pop out. So if you can see these little things right here, you just stick like a pin out and you can pop them into your own little palette. So if you're looking for a palette that has a little bit more warm and you have like the base colors that you need in a palette, then this is a good add-on palette to have for the fall time. Another great palette for the fall time is by Juvia's Place, and this is the Nomad palette. The reason I like this one because it screams fall. The greens, the warm oranges, like all of this is fall time, especially this little olive green color here. Super gorgeous, super pigmented. This definitely takes you into fall, okay? The trees, the leaves, just everything. This is a perfect palette for fall time. It also gives you a nice little shimmer to it, so you still have a little of the sparkle coolness with borderline warm. I love this palette. So if you're looking for a brownish olive green type of palette for the fall, definitely check out Juvia's Place, the Nomad palette. Next, staying along the lines of Juvia's Place, this palette, it is borderline fall. However, it does have a little bit of pops of color in there. So I'm just gonna show you right here. This one is the Mascarde palette by Juvia's Place. This bottom part is definitely all fall, and these are kind of like your pops of color. So if you're looking for a palette that you can use for fall time and still incorporate pops of color, alright, so this is definitely a good palette for you to incorporate colors. If you are a person that likes the fall time but also wants to add a little bit of pop of color, definitely check out the Mascarade palette by Juvia's Place. Okay, so the next palettes that I want to talk about are from Morphe. This one is the Morphe 35M palette, and it looks like this. This palette screams fall. Outside of like the purple is colors, but you can definitely incorporate that because that ties into the leaves changing colors.
Pretty, you look so adorable.
Thank you.
It looks so cute.
Palettes are going to be from Morphe. The first one that I wanted to talk about is the 35M, and this one definitely screams fall. all of the greens, all of the reds, all of the golds, the purples too, because that kind of incorporates like the reddish and the purple tones when the leaves start to fall and change colors. So this one is one of my favorite palettes from Morphe for the fall time. And then there is another one that I wanted to mention, and that one is the 3502. And this one is what this one looks like. Completely well loved. The black one fell out when I got it. However, I taped the names above because it just came with like the layover on it. So I just taped it up there so I can know what names it was when I'm doing tutorials and stuff. However, this palette is gorgeous. You can already tell which ones are like my really favorite go-tos. Even this one is starting to make a dent. But this is something that is very warm, very gorgeous, perfect for fall times, even for summertime. This is a really good summertime, fall time mix. However, all of these mattes down here are definitely, actually the whole palette is one of my favorites for fall time. So if you're looking for a good Morphe palette or a palette that has a lot of shades for fall or just in general, definitely check out the Morphe palettes. This is the 35M again, which is more green. And this one is the 3502. So both are extremely gorgeous, perfect for fall. Either one, you can't go wrong. This one is a little more green, has more greens, more color choices, whereas this one is strictly browns, golds, warm colors. Alright, so the next palette that I want to talk about is from Anastasia, and I can't remember if this one is still in stock, but if it is and or you do have it, definitely make sure you use it this fall time. This one has a lot of greens and warm colors as well, a huge mirror, and it looks like this. So these colors are very pretty as well for fall time. You get the greens, you get the warms, you get the golds. Just kind of like these hot pinks you probably are not really going to use for the fall time. However, you can use that during summer. But this is definitely another really good palette to invest in. The mirror is phenomenal. So yeah, if you're looking for a fall time palette in the Anastasia family, definitely check out the ABH Norvina collection, and this is the Pro Pigment Palette Volume 3. She came out with so many of these palettes, it's ridiculous. However, you know, what can you do? Okay, and then I have a few other notable mentions. I don't know if they're still available. However, if you do have them, I do say pull them out for fall time. The first one being Shayla Times Colourpop, and this is the Proceed with Caution palette. Super pretty, super simple. You can get a lot with this little palette. The shadows and the pigment in this are extremely good. I love Colourpop nonetheless. And then Shayla, phenomenal as well. And she is definitely a black woman, so supports the melanated women. But nonetheless, this is definitely a very pretty palette to incorporate for the fall time. This black one has like some of these red specks throughout it, so you can do like a smoky eye with this one and it still have like a little shimmer to it. So if you have this palette, make sure you pull it out for fall. If I can find it, I'll link it down below. But yeah, I still wanted to mention it even if it wasn't around. Another notable mention, I think the last few are kind of notable mentions. Let me mention the one that I know is still around and you can get your hands on, and that is the Morphe Times Jaclyn Hill palette, and this is the Ring the Alarm palette. This one was part of the Vault collection. This one is extremely warm as well. This palette is perfect throughout the fall time because it does have a lot of the red tones, the warm, the golds. It just puts you in the place of fall time, pumpkin spice lattes, not Christmas, Halloween, and everything else above. So if you're looking for like a simple palette to just throw in your bag, this is definitely another one. It doesn't take up too much space. The mirror is not a huge mirror, however, it is a mirror nonetheless. But yeah, and these colors are very pretty and they do blend out nice. I know she has some issues with some of the formulas, but I didn't have any of those problems with these palettes. So, you know, to each his own. However, I did want to mention this one in it because it is a good palette for fall. All right, so I also wanted to mention Miss Jackie Aina. Now this one, it is good for fall, but I also feel like it's good for year round. I wanted to mention it because it did have some of like the gold, the greens, the warm reds and stuff like that. So this is definitely a good palette to have, or if you do have it, to use it and pull it out. She has very pretty colors in here. This Wigglies is very, very nice, a burnt little orange. Edges is a nice matte orange, and then what else? Oh, Dwalas, it's nice little gold, and then Zam and Ginger. These are all really pretty colors. I'm just gonna swatch them so you can see what I mean. And they're pigmented, so you can't tell me these aren't good for fall time, okay? So if you do have this palette, please pull it out for fall time. Create your looks, post them XYZ. If I can find this palette, I don't think it is still around. However, it is worth a mention. Packaging looks gorgeous. It kind of threw me off though with her packaging from the inside, but you know, here nor there, this is definitely still a great palette to pull out for fall time. All right, and last but not least, of course, you knew that I was gonna bring out the Colourpop times Hocus Pocus collection. Now, this was limited edition. However, if you do have it, please pull it out because this is the perfect time to pull it out. This one is a definitely warm. Some of them are warm, some of them are green, but it definitely puts you in the mindset of fall. And who does not love Hocus Pocus? Hocus Pocus is fall. Fall is Hocus Pocus. So, with that being said, I know this was limited edition, but I did want to mention it because I do love this palette. But even more than me loving this palette, I love Hocus Pocus. So if you have this palette, pull it out. I really don't think this is around anymore, but I still wanted to mention a few palettes that if you had it in your collection, I wanted you to make sure you pulled it out and got some use out of it. These were extremely pretty. I do have a video with using this palette. If you have not seen it, I will make sure to link it above. However, this is what these look like. Just very pretty shadows. So yes, those are a few of my favorite eyeshadow palettes for fall. I do have a lot more palettes for fall or just in general, but I feel like these are a good basis for you to get started off of, or if you have them, to pull them out again. I will be creating my favorite fall lips lookbook, so stay tuned for that. I don't know if that's going to go out before or after this video. If it is already out, I will link it up above, and if it is not out, it is coming. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so you are notified every time I upload and you don't miss an upload. And yeah, with that, I think that is it. Enjoy your pumpkin spice lattes or whatever your fall time drink is. Please make sure you post your favorite drinks down below. Mine is the pumpkin spice lattes. I think it's the chestnut praline from Starbucks, and that's usually about it. Hot chocolate, of course, but yeah. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video, and until next time, bye.